Hello, I am Shabantika, legal intern at Lexis and Company, and today we'll be talking about another situation in Contract Act or contract law that most of the people, clients basically find themselves in. So let's take a situation. Suppose that X induces Y to buy a motorcycle, implying that the motorcycle is in a very good condition. But what happens is that basically the motorcycle is not in a very good condition, and Y starts having a lot of trouble with the motorcycle itself. And Y complains to X that this is the truth behind the motorcycle, it's not working properly or such things. And what X does is he suggests that he'll pay 30% of the repair cost, and Y agrees to it. Now, after a few days, what happens is that again the motorcycle stops working. So, what are the remedies available to Y in this kind of a situation? Let's talk about that. Firstly, this is a situation of misrepresentation, that inducing someone to buy something by falsely implying about the product, or it is a classic example of misrepresentation. It is defined in section 18 of the Indian Contract Act, and these statements are basically made preceding to the contract being completed itself. So when we talk about the remedies available, or what are the different kind of remedies that are available, we need to understand that there was no intention to deceive. When we talk about misrepresentation, what the other party will claim that they did not have the intention to misrepresent the fact or to deceive the person in the very first instance. So this is what the party will claim. Another point that the party will claim is that making such representation, the aggrieved party had sufficient means to discover the truth itself. For example, in this situation, Y had enough evidences in front of him. He could have rode the motorcycle himself or anything like that to prove that he had sufficient knowledge, or he had sufficient means to discover the truth himself. Therefore, a suit of damages basically mostly fails in such a situation, and the claims do not stand worthy in such a situation. Therefore, now we can learn that what are the remedies that Y can basically go to, or what his remedies can be in such a situation. So, in such a situation, damages can be recovered for the misrepresentation. But again, coming to the point, in case of misrepresentation, only negligent misrepresentation can adhere to any kind of damages, or Y can induce any kind of damages towards him only if a situation arises where he can show that X negligently misrepresented this fact. Innocent misrepresentation is again a defense, and damages are usually not adhered to in such a situation. So under section 2 clause 1 of the Misrepresentation Act of 1967, under this act, such compensation can be awarded in lieu of the performance. Also under section 19, as would place the representee in a position as if the contract was performed. Also, the court can grant recession to order compensation under the Specific Reliefs Act, or under section 30. The person rescinding the contract would be entitled to restitution on the extent provided under section 65. But coming back to the situation that we discussed in the first part, here what Y did was he accepted the 30% cost of repair that X proposed to give to him. So in such a situation, Y made a mistake. What he did was he the aggrieved party, basically Y, loses his right to rescind the contract if he becomes aware of the misrepresentation and takes benefit of the contract. In this situation, that happened. So in this situation, what he did was he affirmed it. So accordingly, in this situation, this affirmation that happened will it will basically take back the right that he had to resend the contract. Now now Y cannot resend the contract. So it is very much appreciated, or I will ask, when you are making a contract, firstly you have to look into the contract yourself in case you are buying a good. For in this situation, when Y bought the motorcycle from X, he had full means, he had full authority to check whether the motorcycle was working properly or not. But what happened was Y acted negligently.